Good morning. Oh, meeting in progress. All right. Good morning. I have a helper. She wants me to scratch her. I just got back from working out. That's going to be one thing I talked today about is just having everything scheduled in. So I'm sweaty and gross because I'm running somewhere else right after this. So I wanted to chat about building during the summer because I know that it can be tricky. Kids are out of school, people are on vacations, people have family reunions, there's just all sorts of things going on that can make it a little bit tricky to work on building your business, right? So I'm just going to give you some of my quick, simple tips, things that I've done over the last 11 years of doing doTERRA. I can't believe it's been 11 years already. That's just crazy. So the very first thing that I want to recommend is get a calendar out. So I printed off a calendar of my entire summer. And the first thing that I did is I put in the times that we're going to be out of town, whether it's a camping trip, and we'll add in a lot of camping trips that aren't on the calendar, but whether it's a camping trip, whether it's doTERRA's diamond retreat in July, whether it's my family going to Lake Powell, I go in and put in the big things on my calendar so that I can see when I am out of town during the summer. So that's the first thing that was my dog burping, Ruby. So that's the first thing that I do is I block out what is going on with just the big things in my schedule. And then the next thing that I do is I decide, okay, what kind of time do I want to put into building my business this summer? And I'll be honest, I have 4 kids that are home during the summer. And, right now they've got swimming lessons this morning, and then they have piano lessons, and then they're going to want to go to the water park. There is stuff going on, and my kids are getting older, and a lot of those things they can do by themselves. I can still work when they're, they go to the water park. That's actually a great time for me to work on my business. So the next thing I do is decide, okay, what kind of time do I want to put in? If I'm doing 10 hours a week during the summer, that's great. And really it depends on what kind of goal are you trying to reach. Are you trying to really move forward in your business? You're going to want a little bit more. If you're like, hey, I just want to stay where I'm at, 10 hours is usually a great amount to put in. It's 2 hours a day. It's really not that much, but decide what you want to put in. And then I would make a list of, okay, so when you're working, put time into things that are going to actually help to grow your team. There's certain things that we'll get stuck doing that maybe really don't help us. But I'm always big on doing a little bit of personal development. I'm big on getting the word out about the oils. So whether that's sharing samples and then doing some sort of class at least once a month, and then doing follow-up with the people that have signed up, follow up with my builder. So follow-up is going to be a big category. So make a list of all of the things that you want to do in those set hours that you want to work each week. And then you're going to put that into your schedule. So of course you've got on your schedule all your big vacations, but you can also put swimming lessons and summer camps and, the things that you've got that and maybe you don't have kids at home. So you're going to be like, this is easier for me, but just put things into your calendar that are going to be times that you can't work, and then go in and fill in when you're going to work. So the first thing that I would do each month is plan when you're going to do your class. I would do classes, and it's getting to the point that we can now do in-person classes, which is so great because it makes such a big difference. And summer is so fun for classes. I've done a barbecue before where I featured the oils. Like I made a marinade with an oil. I put, you can always put the oils in your drinks. But it was a really fun way to it's a really fun way to just get together with people, a summer picnic, or you can do a class on outdoors. You could do a class on gardening. Summer classes are great because you learn what do you do when you get a sunburn, or what oils can you use to prevent sunburns, or what can you do to help with swimmer's ear or bug bites or whatever. So I would plan your class that you want to do and make sure that you're doing at least one class a month. If you can do 2, that is fabulous. If you're doing online classes, definitely add in some more. But I would focus on doing an in-person event once a month. And this can be to bring in new people, but it also can be bringing in your existing people, because creating community is huge. So you're going to go in and you're going to figure out when you're going to do your classes that month. And then of course, if you have classes, you've got to get samples out and people invited. Now, this can be a good way if you've got kids at home to incorporate your kids. They can help you make little samples. They can, and I've paid my kids $1 an hour or whatever, or $1 just for helping me put samples together, or walking invites to someone's door or something. But just think about ways that you can incorporate your kids into your activities. I remember one time I was mailing out a bunch of packages and I needed the kids to put stamps on the packages. And so as soon as they were done, I told them anybody that would help me, I would take them and get some ice cream. So it was super fun. So, building during the summer, definitely possible. You just need to lay out when, put in those big things that are going to be hard times to build, and then go in and schedule your classes and work backwards from there. And then make sure you're scheduling your time to build every day. So I'd love to hear from you. What are some other great summer building tips that you have? My biggest thing is don't stop. It's so hard to get going again if you stop for the summer. So keep going, even if it's less hours than you normally work. And I'm going to put a shameless plug in for convention. It's at the end of the summer, beginning of September. You can either come in person this year or you can attend online. So it's so great. So it's a fun way just to, after the summer, rejuvenate you and get you ready for fall. So take care. I'd love to hear more of your tips. And if you have any questions or comments, please reach out.